You are yourself saying, let 4.5 crore children suffer because this company has 180 crores of product left.
Sir.
8 years you fought alone and you managed to win.
Kids were dying because of diarrhea in the under 5 age group per year. Coca-Cola has less sugar than this drink. Of course, it has caffeine and all.
Itna difference hai. Ma'am, why did IAPI, the Pediatric Association, did not help you in this thing?
I mean, you are Indian Academy of Pediatrics, man. Not some other association also. Pediatrics, children.
8 years of journey, you must have spent a lot of money on this project also. I'm calling it as a project right now. How much money did you spend on this? You never got any threats or anything because these things also tend to get a lot dirty.
Social media I did get. Madam, don't you know that good people get killed in India?
Today, our guest is somebody who needs no introduction. A pediatrician, author, educator, and a truth teller whose voice has shaken the foundation of corporate health marketing in our country. I am talking about a true RN lady, a doctor who dared to call out one of the biggest ORS marketing scandals, a fight she has been leading for the past 8 years. She has been exposing companies that mislabel sugary drinks as ORS, misleading millions of families across India. Generations are going to thank her for her fight that she fought completely alone. She's a pediatrician from JIPMER and a true fighter. Let's put our hands together and let's welcome the Iron Lady, Dr. Sivaranjani Santosh. So, Dr. Sivaranjani, welcome to the Nachiket Bhatia Show.
Hi, doctor. Really nice meeting you today. Yeah.
Ma'am, you have shown that a single person can change history. And today I'm really thankful from, I think, the complete India, the fraternity and everybody for making such an impact. 8 years you fought alone and you managed to win. I think everybody in the whole, our country is actually proud of what you have done. So, ma'am, please tell us, where did you start? When did this idea come into you that something is going wrong?
Exact timeline I don't remember, but around 2015-16 kind of. So what do you expect as a pediatrician? You prescribe ORS, you expect the child to get better, right? If the child is purging, getting hospitalized, you would wonder what was happening. So, like after a few kids were hospitalized, I asked parents, asked them what they were giving. And they got this ORSL Tetra Pak with the apple picture on it, right? Then, because till then we never knew that such a thing existed. It was only like those sachets, and that time they were only this 20.5 gram sachet or the earlier formula. I don't exactly remember. Now we are using reduced osmolarity formula. So which you would disperse in 1 liter water. Okay, right? So when you see that, it has 10 times more sugar. And what is the first thing about rehydration that we are taught? Too much sugar will worsen diarrhea. Too much sugar will worsen diarrhea. Okay, that's why even for IV also, you're not allowed to give just plain dextrose to correct dehydration, right? So, literally it was shocking that somebody can come up with such criminal idea according to me, at the cost of health and lives of children. And started with just educating the parents of the kids I take care of. Then I was already doing first aid and CPR sessions from 2010 only. So to those sessions, I would carry one pack and, tell, see, don't give this. You're supposed to give only WHO recommended formula oral rehydration solution. Started that way. Then, I was seeing, social media was just picking up that time and so much misinformation, myths. So I thought I should take it to the next level, the first aid, CPR awareness and about correct rehydration, busting myths, all this I wanted to countering misinformation. So that's how like I started, making these YouTube videos and all that about first aid. And one topic was this correct rehydration and not to use these mislabeled drinks. Then that next step I took was writing to the CDSCO. That was in 2021. So after a couple of to and fro communications, I sent proofs also. By then, Ribelans with ORS Fit also were in market. And so I sent those empty Tetra packs to them, and I sent lot of literature about, from the WHO and even IAP side. And they said, see, we didn't give permission. FSSAI gave. You write to them. And they forwarded my letter to FSSAI also. So I started writing to them. Then not enough response. I mean, they replied to my letters. Then I wrote to the Central Health Minister ji. Then from there, they got an order to look into the matter. Then, because those letters were coming to me, so I know all the documents are with me. So they issued an order on 8th April 2022. It's very similar to what was issued on 14th and 15th October 2025, saying that misbranding is not allowed. Companies cannot use ORS on their label because it's very misleading. So I thought my job was done with just writing. And then, okay, fine, great. Then July 14th, 2022, they issued another order. They took back the earlier order and said companies with valid trademark can continue selling these drinks with a disclaimer. That really boiled my blood. I mean, how can dubious labels, misleading labels be protected by disclaimers? You and I only maybe weren't reading disclaimers. Till I got into this, maybe I wasn't reading disclaimers.
Absolutely.
Yeah? Okay. And even if they read, how many people will understand what it meant? Like they'll write, no, the label doesn't actually say about what its true nature. What does it mean to a consumer, to a parent? And this is not an ORS. It's like saying I am a medicine, I am not a medicine. Big font, I am a medicine. Small font, I am not a medicine. How is that fair? And in India, how many people will be able to read that also?
Very true.
Leave alone understand it. Okay. So I decided no. See, parallelly I was reaching out to IAP also. Parallelly. But again, lot of indifference. So, see, I explored everything. So, reaching out to the association, Indian Academy of Pediatrics, writing to the authorities. And finally, they gave an order, but they went back on that order. What can I do as a citizen? So, as a doctor who knows what's happening, what can happen, I know children can die. In India, at that time, when 1 lakh kids were dying because of diarrhea in the under 5 age group per year. Now, latest statistics, they are saying it's 50,000 to 55,000. So, and we know dehydration can kill, and children can succumb so fast to dehydration. You know how many times you would have put this bone marrow needles to rehydrate?
True.
Yeah, right? So how can somebody do this knowingly? And parallelly, one case was going on in Delhi High Court. Mrs. Rupa, a parent, put the case against, that time it was Johnson Johnson. Now 2023, it is a spin-off company from Johnson Johnson, Kenvue. So she said, like, she asked for ORS, she was given ORSL. So our child fell more sick. So that was also going on. So it's not that they didn't know that people are being misled into believing this is ORS. And you keep this everywhere, pharmacies, hospitals, schools, everywhere the ORSL. And then Ribelans with ORS Fit, and now Glucon Deactive ORS. That though doesn't have disclaimer also. It came up in 2024. No disclaimer also. Okay.
I have a complaint. 90% of you have still not subscribed to the channel. So before moving forward, please go ahead, press the subscribe button and click the bell icon.
So this was like, where else? So I reached out to the judiciary. I filed a public interest litigation in the same year. It was accepted in September 2022. So April, order was issued. July, taken back, said, okay, put disclaimer and sell. Then I filed immediately. September, it was accepted. So that was going on. It was also going very slow, very slow. So in 2024, I don't exactly remember, tomorrow was the hearing. So today, I mean, I got very emotional and I asked people in my page. That time I think I had, I didn't have this much, this many followers right now. I mean, whatever number I have now. But the thing is, see, when you are on the side of the truth and you're genuine, I think things happen, are bound to happen, right? So I said, please pray for me. I want to win this tomorrow. Tomorrow, let a decision come. I was hoping decision wasn't going to come. It was like next hearing type. And that hearing never happened only. Okay, so, but then what happened? That appeal from me, a mother and a pediatrician, okay, touched so many doctors and in fact made them aware that this kind of thing is happening, was happening. And so many parents, schools, teachers, doctors, journalists, podcasters, so many influencers, mom influencers, others also, they all, brought this topic to the forefront. But again, it fizzed off, right? But I persisted with my work. Like, this time I gathered more proof. So I gathered more letters from parents who had this bad experience of having to hospitalize their children after giving these drinks with misleading labels, So, and I gathered case reports from even a couple of pediatricians where, the parent gave ORSL thinking it was ORS. So one child was a child with insulin-dependent diabetes. So he ended up in diabetic ketoacidosis and coma, but he survived. But what would be happening to those children in the remotest parts of the country? We don't know. This child was from Chennai. Obviously, they'll reach to the hospital, right? And another was from Bangalore, my friend only, Dr. Chetan. So that child had burns. Okay, and mother kept giving this orsal and he kept purging. Dehydration also parallelly. So that child also was critically sick but survived. So these reports, and I sent so many people and so many doctors in Hyderabad helped me also in this. So we would go and ask for ORS and we would be given ORSL or this ribalanzwit ORS. And after I started raising awareness, these people, what they started doing is they reached out to influencers and made them call it ORSL, not ORSL, ORSL.
Okay.
And started, taunting me indirectly, making reels ki, don't believe the myth that ours is not for rehydration. For diarrhea, you give WHO recommended formula, whereas for other dehydrations, give our formula. Even recently, 4-5 days back, they were making reels on, you go to ORSL page on Insta, you'll see reels where the pharmacist will be like, somebody comes and asks for ORS. He gives, I don't remember which one, but he says, we know what we are doing. This is for diarrhea, this is for dehydration. I mean, like, come on, yaar. The whole nation now has realized the bluff. Okay, still you want to? I mean, there's a limit, man. Oh, okay, chalo. All this, I mean, it's crazy. Anyway, I persisted writing letters, and latest was I sent this fat file to the Central Health Minister Ji's office and copy to Prime Minister Ji's office, both. Okay, and then I put it on social media, the letter for you all to read, the content, and the registered post slip also. See, and again that raised the awareness to the next level. Then when the cough syrup incident happened in MP, that, and when they arrested the doctor there, that was like, how will the doctor know what's inside, what contaminant is inside? It was diethylene glycol. As a doctor, if I prescribe a tonic or a syrup for something, how will I know there is a contaminant in that? Right? And that time, and news came that this plant was being run in this very way for 14 years. So what happened to quality control? What happened to drug control? What was it doing? So I said, it needed 20 children to die and 14 years for authorities to wake up. Then what about this? I asked about these misleading labels. What about this then? I've done this, still you're not doing anything about it. I mean, so I made an appeal to the doctors. This won't go down as a death due to these misleading labels. So it's our job, your job. If you have any child dying due to diarrhea, find out what they were giving for rehydration. Note down, send to me, because I want to gather proof. I want to prove that. See, it is obvious, but see the pathetic situation, I am having to prove it. It's very obvious. It's very much known. Leave alone ORS. From when your grandmother, great-grandmother knew that too many sweets will increase diarrhea. Yes or no?
Yes.
Right? So, I mean, it's so obvious, but still I'm having to gather proof so that I make sure this ORS goes off from these labels, okay? It was so challenging and no support from IAP. But I could inspire Endocrine Society of India and Women Pediatricians Forum to implead in my petition. So social media wise, nobody else except the few doctors who were constantly supporting me, and recently you also have supported me. So otherwise it was just my dogged persistence, that's all. And social media came, supported. So after this cough syrup video went viral, more support came, next level. Okay, and finally the order came. And when I saw that, and it was very much unexpected because it happened at the end of the day. And when I realized that pain of so much reluctance to do something so important, make something so important which should have happened with one letter to the authorities, needed so much effort, so much pain, so much, people were indifferent, callous. So all that pain, and my family was stressed, and the social media trolling. So all this, just, it was like one kind of tsunami. I just burst out, or relief. Yeah. And my husband was telling me, don't put that video. I said, see, there's so many people who supported me. And this is how they will also feel when they hear the news. They have to know. So I put that video only. So, but maybe it was good I did, because that emotion, that feeling that I felt that day, that relief, because otherwise every summer I would get tense and I would get palpitations. My God, more kids, like that. That really, reached, it became a tsunami-like movement somewhere like Arunachal, Nagaland, remotest part parts of Orissa, everywhere, Kashmir. I mean, it went everywhere. So, like, awareness was so much. But that happiness didn't last too long. In 2 days, on 17th October, JNTL approached Delhi High Court, right? You all are aware of that. And what they said was, you see, this order was too sudden. And if we recall our 155 to 180 crore stock, all the goodwill we earned over 20 years will go away, it seems. JNTL is Indian subsidiary of Kenvue, and Kenvue is a spin-off of Johnson Johnson. Okay, so I'm making it very clear. Okay, and that was a consent order. What is a consent order? The honorable judge asked FSSAI, so these people want to make a representation to you and want you to listen to them and then take a decision on this order of 14th and 15th. So FSSAI agreed. If FSSAI had not consented, maybe the honorable judge wouldn't have given that order. You understand? That stay. Okay. FSSAI consented, and so 1 week time was given to give the representation. I was so dejected. I was like, I can't go through this again. I can't go through this whole thing again, because it happened in April 2022, the July 2022. And I felt I don't have it in me anymore. But that phase lasted only like half an hour, 1 hour. The actual Sivaranjani again came, and because of the humongous support I had at that time, that my morale wasn't down for too long. I got back into action. I said, how can you do this? How can you do this? I mean, like, children's lives versus 180 crores.
Yes.
I mean, how fair is it? And that, like, everybody in India, I didn't need to do anything after this. I mean, this was very bad, very bad. So every Indian took it up. Every Indian influencer took it up. Every mom took it up. Every parent took it up. So it became like so much pressure was there that I don't know. Or genuinely FSSAI was acting. See, we don't know what's happening behind the scenes, right? But whatever it is, finally on 31st October, they said, no, we are sticking to our 14th, 15th order. We are going to implement, and no label should have ORS on it unless it basically they should not have in the label or in the brand name ORS with either a prefix or a suffix. No. No means no. Okay, because ORS is a drug. It has to get permission from CDSCO. Not from FSSAI, right? So, obviously, and who will give permission for WHO recommended formula or a CDSCO? So, they said you can't have ORS on any of your labels or in the trademark with a prefix or suffix. That's all. So, finally, it's done. But some people said they'll go to Supreme Court. I said, I don't think they'll dare to. Already they made fools of themselves by going to this only. I didn't expect Reddy Labs to go, actually, to be very frank. But yeah, they did go. And I don't think they would be stupid enough. I don't think people will allow that to happen. And if that, I don't know, if still they go to Supreme Court, I don't think Honorable Supreme Court will even entertain a little bit of their argument, because it's public health, public safety, and you can't bargain when it comes to that, right? And children's lives.
And if we imagine today, the petition that should have been, taken forward with just one hearing took so many years.
Yes.
What is the point of going with the hearing? It's not ORS, don't make it ORS. And
not even hearing, it should have happened with one letter to the authorities. CDSCO shouldn't have told me, boss, you write to the FSSAI. It should have reached out to the FSSAI and said, boss, this is ORS, which is a drug, and you have given permission. So it should have reached to the trademarks authority and said, you can't allow this. It asked me to write to FSSAI. That itself is ridiculous, was ridiculous. Then FSSAI giving the order and then taking it back was ridiculous. So it should have happened with just one letter and enough proof. I mean, CDSCO is drug controller. They know ORS is a drug and nobody can mess up with it. Okay. So it's not even till the court case. It should have happened much before only. And even in Telangana High Court, the case wasn't, we didn't still finish the case, right? Before that, because of the social media pressure that I built up, I think that definitely helped us get the order.
It's so sad when I listen to this whole story. Kudos to you for fighting for such a greater good.
We say that tears.
Yeah.
It's so difficult sometimes
Because
when I go through the whole cycle. It's very painful.
Anybody would have left after 6 to 8 months कि ठीक है यार नहीं हो रहा तो नहीं हो रहा हम क्या कर सकते हैं इसमें आंसर इसकी क्या कर सकते हैं but you kept on fighting.
I couldn't give up. Not even for a split second I thought I'll give up. Maybe I was scared little bit. Maybe my family was scared and maybe because of that I was worried. But not even for a moment I thought like I will take one step back. No. How dare these people do this to the children of our country? We are not guinea pigs. Our children are not guinea pigs. Our people are not guinea pigs. I mean, what nonsense are you doing? This is criminal. That anger, that pain, no, I couldn't give up. I couldn't. I wouldn't.
The generations will thank you for this.
First, I am so relieved. That's all. That's all. Whether I get thanks or not, I'm just relieved.
Ma'am, why did IAPI, the Pediatric Association, did not help you in this thing?
That you have to ask the bosses. I don't know. I've written so many times to them. And this company sponsors lot of conferences. So see, everything, no, you have to draw a line. We need to have educational programs. See, conferences are very important to update, medical knowledge, the latest and all, very important. But when you're taking sponsorships or anything, you have to be very sure, like there has to be a line drawn there. Here is a company who is messing up with the lives of children and you are taking sponsorship from them and you're scared to give that up. You're scared to give that up. I mean, you are Indian Academy of Pediatrics, man, not some other association also. Pediatrics, children. I mean, how can you not take this up? And at least when somebody took it up, at least give her some moral support. At least you said, okay, you won't implead in the petition. At least write to the authorities, write to the government. One person writing and an association writing, there will be a humongous difference, right? I don't know. How can anybody be so callous?
Did they come for the victory pie?
No. Nobody dared to even message me, except those people who stood by me. Even in the association, few people stood by me. They did bring that topic up during the meetings. A couple or 2 or 3 of them, that's it. Others maybe silently they agreed, on the wall time. Okay. So those people definitely, some senior pediatricians even messaged me like how you said, India will forever be grateful to you. These are all senior people, not much senior to me. And they said like, we tried to take it up. We gave up. And one of them even told me, Dr. Arun told me, I tried my best, like these people, it won't happen. But when this happened, he messaged me, I'm so proud of you. I gave up, but you didn't give up. So proud of you. I mean, even in social media, doctors went about saying, I don't have the commitment or strength to do this. I don't know how you did this, doctor.
Ma'am, 8 days is not easy.
And that it's just that stubbornness and that anger, that how can you do this? I mean, it is perplexing, man. I mean, how can you do this? And how can you not support me in this? These two things I don't have answers for.
Did you, I mean, throughout the journey, did you have a talk with the companies that were doing this thing or sell?
No. Companies never.
And
Because my
any person-
advocates advised me never. Because it may be misconstrued as...
Consumer complaint.
No. It may be misconstrued as me blackmailing them or something, right? My agenda is very clear. I have no other agenda except making sure the children are safe, right? So definitely that should never happen.
My question was, like, did you ever get a chance to know why they are basically making this or sell?
It is obvious, no. So in the beginning, when the very beginning, when I said, then later they added a disclaimer on the back side of it. Do not give during diarrhea. You have to use a hand lens to read it. Okay. And some of those reps, when I just started talking about it. The medical reps, one of them said, "Ma'am, we'll give you a speaker chance in IAP conference." I said, "Get lost." And to one of them, I said, "You have children, right? Don't ever dare to talk to me about this anymore and justify this. You have children. You should know the pain." After that, never did the companies reach out to me, nor did I try to.
They never tried to hush you up?
No. Directly, no.
Indirectly कैसे किया?
Indirectly, all this was happening. No order came, order gone back. And social media, mainly fake accounts. So many fake accounts and messaging me. And when you go and you know that they are fake accounts, or you will see this, the companies, videos and all shared. And recently also 4 days back I said, no, indirect way of putting pressure.
Yeah, but one of the biggest problem is half of the the basic medicines like ORS and everything is prescribed by the pharmacist himself.
See, ORS need not be prescribed only.
Prescribed as in you simply go and say, I am having this problem.
Yes.
He will give you the...
Yes,
he'll
that's
give you
what.
the
So
drug.
we have to raise awareness. We have to raise awareness. And how can we do? Social media also doesn't reach the very remotest of villages and all, right? And most of us speak in English or, okay, I speak in Telugu. I made some videos in Hindi. But who can do it? The government of India can do it. If you want, like when we were children, in Doordarshan, we used to see that how to prepare ORS at home. Okay, but where do we see that now? Where do we see that? In fact, it has gone opposite, all this mess. Okay, so government has to raise awareness through all possible channels. It's not enough if we do ORS week and celebrate and do one program once, even IAP once a year. That's not enough. You have to constantly raise awareness, constantly. Keep it up. So that nobody ever makes this mistake. In India, we have 4 gram sachets, 4.1 gram sachets. You have to disperse in 200 ml water and 20.5 gram sachets in 1 liter water, clean water, drinking water, and you discard it after 24 hours. Okay, even if you want to go for a Tetra Pak, ideally flavored ones are not recommended, but still, okay, fine. You want to go for a Tetra Pak, please go for WHO recommended formula. And if you want to make it at home, it may not be so precise as the WHO recommended formula, but it's better than these horrible things. Okay, so a pinch of salt and a teaspoon. Teaspoon means 5 ml spoon sugar in 200 ml water, or half teaspoon salt, 6 teaspoon sugar in 1 liter water. And for this also, when I was educating parallelly on my channel, if you go to, they call it Orsel page, They were making influencers make reels that you don't buy sachets, you buy Tetra packs because you will mix it wrong. Instead, what should anybody say? Mix it right. Okay, cheap and best. Huh? Can everybody afford 40 rupees pack, like 3-4 packs every day? Huh? So that was one way of again marketing their WHO recommended formula. They have one WHO recommended formula, and then they collaborated with Times Now and NDTV, I think, both of them. I remember the NDTV program also. They called senior doctors, senior scientists, and behind is ORSL brand, ORSL they call it now. Okay, that brand. And they were talking about correct rehydration. I was like, what the hell? You messed it up for so many years for India. After so much of pressure from us, you come up with one pack of WHO recommended formula ORS and you didn't stop the other ones.
तो बट मैं ये जानना चाह रहा हूँ कि उन्होंने बंद क्यों नहीं किया जब उनके पास WHO recommended ऑलरेडी था.
But this is tasty, no? People will buy this only. WHO won't taste so good. It tastes like tears.
All right.
So people won't like it. That was the whole thing. So they were selling basically an energy, whatever they call it. See, doctor, 5 teaspoons sugar per tetra pack. Even otherwise, even if I'm not dehydrated, even if I don't have diarrhea, how can you encourage anybody to drink that every day?
Yeah.
We are here fighting obesity, so many issues, right? And diabetes people buy cartons and cartons and drink this without realizing that they're drinking 5 teaspoons sugar.
True.
I mean, you've messed up with the health of the country. And in Telugu, we have a saying, Deyalu Vedalu Vallinchinattu, they say. That means Deyalu means demons. Demons are reading out Vedas. Something like that it sounded to me when they were talking about WHO.
And sugar addiction is absolutely going crazy right now.
Yes. So now what they did is, they gave one sugar-filled liquid with some amount of sodium, potassium, to be fair to them, and whatever minerals they are saying, and keeping it in pharmacies, medical shops, hospitals, clinics, schools, everywhere. And you go ask for a medicine, you get this. Medicine is our ORS, the actual ORS, WHO recommended formula, and you get this, which is going to make you more sick. And their argument they came up with this idea of silent dehydration, which other people took it forward. Did you ever read about something called silent dehydration ever?
No.
No, right? I also haven't. I asked others, latest, like who have finished MBBS, MD recently. Nobody knows. Dehydration is dehydration. And when you are dehydrated, you should not drink hyperosmolar liquids. This osmolarity is 500 plus. What will it do? It will pull out water into the plasma and they'll keep on passing urine. Okay? And you'll drink more and more. The same thing with other cool drinks also, no? All this Maaza, Fruity, Coca-Cola. You drink, that time you feel nice. After some time you feel like drinking again. Why? Because you're feeling thirsty. Right? Yeah. And you know what? Coca-Cola has less sugar than this drink. Of course, it has caffeine and all.
Itna difference hai?
Yes, it has lesser sugar than this Orsel. But Coca-Cola has other things which we don't want.
I'm just surprised by the sugar content only.
See then, that's how it was. And still they are trying to, sell it like, I don't know what kind of people are they?
आपको क्या लगता है, like in the whole journey, who was the biggest at fault? The company making the drug, the company making the product, the authorities?
Authorities.
Absolutely.
Authorities. One letter should have done it. You really are there, sitting there to ensure safety, right? I think only when it reached the actual people who it should reach, because social media, everybody tagged our health minister ji and prime minister ji. I think only after it reached them, things moved. Till then, I don't think things were going to move. See, no leader will want the people to be unsafe, right? So I think this is all speculation only.
Yeah.
So how do I know what happened behind the scenes? I know what I have done, and we all know what we have seen, right? So what happened behind the scenes, I don't know, but I have a feeling that yeah, it reached the right ears, and then only it happened. Till then, it wasn't going to happen.
Ma'am, what do you think should be the right procedure that if, let's suppose tomorrow, something like Orcel, all right, should come in the market, how should the whole structure be there?
You mean ORS or cell if it is
Let's
coming? How
suppose,
should we
yes.
stop it?
How should we stop it, or how should it be audited? Because see, any company,
So I don't know. See, there should not be a disconnection between CDSCO and FSSAI. Firstly, I think this is just my thought process. Any drug, okay. So like now we know how they misused ORS. I don't know what brighter ideas people will get later.
ma'am, do you know how?
I'm not that intelligent or smart.
I'll tell you something, ma'am, how FSSAI works. If I tell you how you can get a license, you will be shocked right now. A dear friend of mine has started a simple food brand in his home. Do you know how he got his FSSAI license? Simply wrote to them, they asked for a couple of details, and he got the license. They did not
So
even
no
come in.
verification.
No verification, nothing. The point is, till the time I do not have a license, it's my responsibility. But the day I got the license, it's a government responsibility because
You gave the license?
Yes. Nobody has come to check his product, even where he is making. Just a couple of pictures uploaded online through email. All right. And the license is there.
That's not fair.
Now, one day, when something goes wrong, everybody will come up to his place saying that तुमने ये किया, तुमने गलत किया. But when things were starting, there is no guidelines from FSSAI, there is no verification, no checks, and no help also. कि if we are doing something wrong here, come guide us, help us, and we will improve. Only जिस दिन कुछ गलत हो जाएगा, उस दिन सब मारने आ जाएंगे, बताने कोई नहीं आएगा. ये हाल है इस वक्त हमारे द होल कंट्री एनीबडी हु इज सेलिंग अ प्रोडक्ट फूड ड्रिंक और एनीथिंग दे कैन गेट द लाइसेंस लाइक दिस एनीवेज देयर इज नोबडी हु इज सेफ द कंज्यूमर इज नॉट सेफ इफ ही इज नॉट एजुकेटेड and I love food farmer videos only because of this thing because he has taught me so much in the last couple of last year or so that I never knew that this was happening.
Even he, Revant amplified this fight also very much. And there are many others who have amplified this fight, and I really want to thank everybody. Everybody. And coming to your question about like how to prevent this from happening in future, first of all, there should be a connect between these two. Okay, so people can't just take a drug name, put on a food product or beverage and sell it. So there has to be a connect. Maybe they have to come up with a plan that before giving permission for not only FSSAI, trademark people also. See, trademark is basically like, okay, I'm going for this trademark, next person cannot go for this, that's all, right? But from now, I think anything which we are consuming or applying on our body or breathing, inhaling, all these inhalers, and I think there has to be somewhere like they connect or they have a check whether it's a drug before giving trademark or before FSSAI gives permission. They should check whether it belongs to the category of being a medicine, a drug, and then only okay, ensure that okay, no, this name doesn't even remotely resemble any drug. Then only the next step should happen. Till then, firstly, I think this should happen. This has taught us all a big lesson, how people can exploit this kind of gap between these two bodies.
Do you think people are misusing the word Ayurveda by writing it anywhere and then actually selling it to the common people?
I don't know because, see, I haven't studied Ayurveda or homeopathy. So maybe I won't prefer to say too much about it. But one thing I want to tell all people, okay, unless you have enough information about any particular drug or anything, like you should be able to, like if you go and check, you should have enough information available about its side effects, and enough information, enough literature about it. Then only, like, so it's difficult actually for any common person to go and check and decide. I think they have to be sensible enough to understand that everything that is natural may not be the right thing for you. So basically, how people think is Ayurveda is natural. Modern medicine is chemicals. It's not like that. It's not like that. Ayurveda is a way of living. It was a way, I mean, at least to my knowledge, it was that. Now, a lot of research they're saying is happening. So, I don't really want to get into that area at all because I really don't know Ayurveda. But there are some examples I want to tell you where, like, I'm very clear as a pediatrician. For example, nowadays they're giving this Balprashan, Suvarnaprashan something to babies from day one. Some of them give from 6 months, some of them from day one. So they give it with honey, weekly once or monthly once. This is one thing I'm not comfortable with. We all know that infantile botulism is a huge risk, right? So it can cause paralysis and death. So there are, when I made a reel about that, there were some people who were calling me out saying, we get pure honey, what do you know about honey and all. But I know one thing, the spores of Clostridium botulinum don't die except at very high temperatures. So however pure the honey is, the spores are taken by honeybees from the this flowers and all that soil, and then put in the honey, right? So however pure your honey is, the spores are still alive and they can cause infantile botulism. Once they enter the infant's body, they can germinate and you can have. So this is one thing I want to really tell people. No honey till first birthday. That is for sure. So yeah, everybody, once it's Ayurveda, people think it's safe. I don't agree with that. See, ashwagandha, for example. So enough studies are there and case reports are there of liver damage, right? When adults use them for long periods, right? And there is this brand Grizzo which was trying to sell its milk mix with ashwagandha. I don't know about now. This was a few months back. It was still in the market. I don't know if they've removed ashwagandha now. So, and they were making pediatricians themselves endorse. Now coming to the other topic, I feel doctors should not endorse brands like this because that creates a lot of bias and prejudice. And even if you're doing it against NMC rules, please do your due diligence before doing it, please. I mean,
that's very true.
Yeah. When I call them out also, then you get trolled saying you're jealous of these people. They have more followers. I'm not jealous of anybody. I just want the children to be safe and parents to be well informed. I'm a very successful pediatrician in Hyderabad. And I don't want any new registrations also. I'm not able to cope up right now. And if you see my page, you won't have any of my contact details.
Yeah.
So many times parents enter you doctor, we have been following you for so many days, so many years. So I kept it so clean and I want to stay that way.
Ma'am, I'm actually building on what you were saying. What I'm just, Move, right? I just told you before that. Couple of days back, I saw that Move, the ointment that we have been trusting for last so many years, does not have a single pharmaceutical drug. It has all Ayurvedic essence, oils and everything. They have written it as a pain relief drug, all right? And it's an Ayurvedic thing.
No, but permission is from CDSCO?
Ma'am, I did not check that. Now I'm learning about CDSC and everything.
Okay.
But unlike Volini has diclofenac in it.
Okay.
All right? It does not.
Okay.
It has been given a pungent smell to ki ताकि आपको लगे कि that the cream is actually, the ointment is actually working, but it is not. And I was shocked. I always thought that a drug must be there. That's why this is such a fast selling and everyday use kind of ointment. But it was not.
So it's basically an irritant, basically.
You can call it that.
Counter irritant,
Yes.
like how our Jendu balm and all
Yes.
act. Yeah.
Now the whole India is using move Jandu balm like things. So is there any body where, just like WHO or CDSC, anybody in Ayurvedic or homeopathic industry who can actually control these kind of products also?
I think it comes under Ayush, but I'm not really sure.
But I think the Indian public needs to know that this is something which is not helping you medically. It is just giving you the feeling. एकदम से burning शुरू हो जाती है. People start feeling कि something is happening. But this is how we are being fooled, I believe.
That way so many things are happening. No, that's why reading the label is important. And this is a big lesson for me and you and so many of us. We ourselves never knew that, we took it for granted that if I write one particular drug, that only will be given. But now you know what all can happen. So we ourselves have to be better equipped to...
While taking the medicine, you have to read the ingredients also.
While prescribing now.
Yeah, while prescribing now.
Yeah, while prescribing, we have to tell them, boss, again and again, we have to reiterate, you look for this formula. Writing is not enough. We have to tell them. It's our duty.
Ma'am, how big do you think is the fake ORS market in India?
I'm not sure about the business part of it. My knowledge about business is least, like zero, you can say. I'm worst made for that. But my friends told me it's thousands of crores in industry that has...
So let's consider that this kind of orsel is normally prescribed to what age group?
No prescription, no.
No, it's like by the doctor or by anybody.
No, everybody gives. They are giving it to infants also. They are giving it to people 80 years of age also.
But normally, what happens in
for rehydration,
Yes.
it's for any age. That's the whole thing. The whole point.
Like when a mother goes to a doctor for their kid, normally they tell, okay, the kid is dehydrated. Give ORS.
Yes.
Now they give you a generic prescription over here. They don't write the brand name or anything. You go to the pharmacist and he gives you Orsel.
Yes.
This is what is happening, right?
Yes,
Now
yes.
what I am asking you is, as per your knowledge, how many people, like let's have a percentage here, out of 100 kids that are going there, how many are being given Orsel instead of the real ORS formula?
Almost 99%.
That's what I think.
I would say 99.99%, either Orsel or Ebalance with ORS, and recently Glucon-D active, but mainly ORSL. They are calling it Orsel for the
That's
past
scary.
2 years, but whatever it is. And now there are other companies also, which have come up with Zincovit Active, Electrochoice, Himalaya Rehydrate. They are also high sugar liquids. Frankly speaking, they have zinc, these minerals, that minerals, maybe once in a while to feel rejuvenated, you want to have, even if they have some high sugar. That's different. But promoting them as drinks you can have every day is not right. And I think government has to make a very strong law that WHO recommended formula ORS only should be available in the pharmacies and hospitals and schools. And even in supermarkets, nobody can sell anything with ORS on its label. These two things, if they do now, India will be safer. Because now if they change ORS to DRS or QRS, still so many people will be fooled. People will forget.
Yeah.
Okay, so villages and all, again same thing will happen. And even if they change it to some other name, if the pharmacist says, boss, this is ORS only, bolke, papam, they will take. They will pour things. They will believe the pharmacist and they will take these drinks only. That's why I'm requesting the government of India to bring such a strong law that except WHO recommended formula ORS and drinking water, nothing should be available in the pharmacies as far as drinks are concerned.
I think pharmacists should be completely driven by WHO standards only.
Yes.
Ma'am, did you get a chance to talk to any pharmacists that why they are recommending Orcel?
No, but they reached out to me through social media. Many of them who got influenced, they stopped putting these high sugar drinks in the pharmacies, but they were writing to me saying, ma'am, even if we tell, they are asking for the other one because it's tasty.
Taste over health.
No, they don't know. No, they still think it's healthy also. Why will they believe like one pharmacist telling when it's there everywhere? Like your brain has registered ORSL as ORS.
Ma'am, when you filed the legal case and everything, what were your initial apprehension or the initial challenges you faced?
No apprehension. That is like just do it. That's all. You have to. Now they have reverted the order. There's no other way. Where else can I reach out to? Who else can I reach out to? I had to fight it. Authorities over Central Health Minister ji I have written at that time. He has ordered FSSAI to take care. And finally they did this mess. So I had to reach out to the judiciary. Apprehensions will be like whether I will be able to pull it off or not, whether we'll be able to win or not, and how many summers have to go before, this actually happens, whether it will actually happen or not.
And what the
But I
challenges you
believe
faced?
that. I'm not a very religious person, but I believe this thing from Bhagavad Gita. Karmanye vadhikarascha ma phaleshu kadachana. So you do your work. Whatever has to happen will happen. So I kept doing.
No, that's commendable, ma'am. Seriously.
I just persisted.
And what were the challenges that you faced?
Court case hearings weren't coming, no?
Yeah.
Weren't happening. It's such a pertinent cause. Ideally, everybody, even the judiciary, it should have moved faster.
And how did you hire a lawyer?
So it's not about hiring. They all did it pro bono.
जब
Very
आपने
senior
उनको
people. Yeah, senior people who did my case also, who pleaded on behalf of Endocrine Society of India also. He pleaded on behalf of Women Pediatricians Forum also. And now there are more of them wanting to do it for other causes which I may take up in future.
क्या है वो causes, ma'am? What are the causes?
One thing is this misleading marketing of milk mixes as sugar-free milk mixes. So that's one thing. And if I tell now, then I don't know. Already people will prepare themselves. So yeah, we'll do it. You'll see it as it happens.
Yeah, I wish
But
you...
I will take a break. 1.5 months break.
Yeah.
I need a break. I'm feeling really exhausted, drained, mentally, physically, and emotionally drained.
Ma'am, I don't know if this is the right question to ask, but 8 years of journey, you must have spent a lot of money on this project also. I'm calling it as a project right now. How much money did you spend on this?
Money-wise, not much.
Not much.
Because, see, the main thing would have been the lawyers.
Yeah.
Otherwise, what? Writing, typing, getting the prints. So, paper, cost of paper and printing.
But I'm really happy the senior lawyers, because lawyers also, tend to, of course, they charge their own money, but they did it pro bono. That's also a very good thing. Did it take a lot of convincing?
Not at all.
Not at all.
Not at all. In fact, one of them, they themselves reached out to me saying, we'll do it.
When people of India get together, they do something beautiful.
Yes. People only made this happen. I only was like just pushing it. If people didn't come along, then it wouldn't have happened. The opposition was too powerful. Too powerful.
But I'm also glad that, the whole journey, you never got any threats or anything, because these things also tend to get a lot dirty.
No, I didn't say that I didn't get threats. I didn't get direct threats. Social media may I did get. Saying like very subtly, like, madam, in Telugu or Hindi mein, sometimes in English, madam, don't you know that good people get killed in India? Don't you know that such people get killed in India? Madam, be careful, huh? These people are not good people. Like, I don't know whether they genuinely, I don't know whether it's a subtle threat or it was genuineness. I don't know. I really don't know.
Like, did you feel a scare, tinge of fear when you read those comments?
Small flutter will be there, right?
Hota
But
hai.
I would suppress it.
Uh,
No, I wouldn't let that deter me.
How was your family support during the whole process?
Papam, poor thing. It was difficult for them also, no?
Yeah.
You would be scared, right, for your family? But then there is this stubborn lady who says, I won't back out. So it was difficult. But they supported me, no?
Ma'am, what do you recommend that even the medical curriculum, the young doctors that we're producing every year, what changes can the government bring in the curriculum so that the doctors also know how to prescribe and what to prescribe?
See, how to prescribe and all, though it's already in the training. We have to see there's some fault on our side also, right? Many of us don't write clear prescriptions. So from now on, when you write prescription, clearly you have to explain also, because there are, especially pediatrics, you have drops, you have syrups. Similar names with, say, suppose the brand name is XYZ. There will be XYZ-A, XYZ-B. Both will have different medicines. So doctor would have written XYZ-A. This person will go and buy XYZ-B. Okay, so that's dangerous. Second thing, XYZ drops, XYZ syrup. So XYZ drops 1 ml is 10 mg of the medicine, and XYZ syrup is 5 ml 10 mg of the medicine. So I have prescribed 5 ml of syrup. Some people go and give this 5 ml of drops. So that would be like almost 10 times over, 5 times overdosing. Right? So like that. So, and okay, ideally we should be writing generic names. See, every doctor in India would love to write generic name. Okay. Why we are skeptical about that also? So I make sure I write the generic name, but tell them, okay, or at least write, these are the decent brands. We are forced to write because there is not enough quality control. If every brand is good and the quality control is good, I think writing generic names would be very easy for us. Okay? Because ultimately, we are answerable to the parent or the patient. Okay? So, if I write only the generic name, say meningitis, let us take. Golden hour mein, you have to give the right antibiotic. And you write only the generic name, they get some faltu brand. And the child dies. Who is answerable there? The doctor?
Doctor only.
Doctor.
Yeah.
So, less number of brands and good quality control, and avoid this confusion, drop, syrup, same name with one extra letter and different composition, and single drug formulations are better. And they'll have these syrups, okay, there's the so-called cough and cold syrups, 5 ingredients will be there. And levosalbutamol, terbutaline and all. Why now in the syrups? We know the side effects, right? Increased heart rate, arrhythmias, all this. When there are better ways of delivering these medicines, why are you even allowing only? So this it's a big mess actually, which needs really to be sorted out.
I think the reps, the pharmaceutical reps that come in, they also put a lot of pressure on the doctors to prescribe the medicine that they are offering right now.
Oh, that I handle very well because I studied in JIPMER. Our professors drilled it into us like ethics, ethics, ethics. So I only listen to them because obviously we need to know what new things are coming. Every time you won't, and you go do your homework, read about them, and do what is right. Not because they are putting pressure. And as I said, like how I keep my page clean, even if they say, okay, madam, pen or something, I'll say no because I want it that way. That's all. Very clear. No, you can't bribe me into prescribing your medicine. You only tell me about your medicine and I will do my homework. And if I feel it's the right thing, it's a good brand, I will decide. But yeah, maybe I'm a little, my friends call me I'm abnormal.
Really, ma'am, you're ethical.
They say I'm abnormal, I'm a mutant. They adore me, they adore me, and they love me for what I am. Yeah.
But the thing
It's
that
not practical. It's not practical.
but that government needs to close this loophole, because this is one of the biggest loopholes.
Yes.
That a PR will come to you, he will offer, an MR will come to you, he will offer you something, and then automatically, the young doctors especially, not the senior ones who have a reputation, who have done their lives and everything, but young doctors, when they are, at this time, how expensive the lifestyle is. At that time, many young doctors are going through shortage of money, shortage of cash, and they see an easy way out. The government needs to put out some kind of rules and regulations so that MRs cannot influence those doctors. Otherwise, the problems like Orcel can again come back tomorrow. If not Orcel, it will Torcel.
Yes, something else. Doctor Cell. I'm thinking they will rename it Doctor Cell, DRSL. I mean, I don't know what's going to happen. Here, what's happening is public have this perception that all doctors take incentives from pharmacy, these representatives and pharma companies and prescribe. Though that's not fair. I don't think people are as crazy as me, but there are most doctors are like how I do only. They would listen to them. See, it's fair to listen to them, and we will know about the latest things, and they're doing their job. They're doing their job. You don't have to look down upon them or anything. Okay. Only thing is, there will be always in any profession black sheep.
Yeah.
Okay. Whether it's police or doctors or lawyers. So because of these few people, all like doctors community is being looked at with with suspicion. I have so many friends, they're like me only. I mean, maybe not mutants like me, but very close to that. But no, this is one thing I think we doctors as a community should really change. Really change. This is where those of us who are on social media should, the image of doctors is really battered now. And I think we need to change that. So my request to all the young doctors who are, just starting their practice or whatever, new to the profession, have your ethics, empathy very clear. And slow and steady wins the race. Word of mouth wins the race. Don't think that just by being on social media you're going to be very successful or anything. Do justice to your patients. Automatically things will fall in place. Be patient. For 2 years I took 7,000 rupees home when my colleagues were taking 1 lakh home. But I didn't break my rules. Whatever I have decided on my rules, I stopped. And I wonder, doctor, like 2-3 children, there were two children who lost their lives, not because of my negligence, but even now, like maybe we could have done something better. Maybe we could have. One baby had pseudomonal sepsis, and maybe we missed out something. Maybe we should have initiated higher end of antibiotics earlier. Another child was having an immunodeficiency condition. So it still, I have not got a closure on this, okay, till now. Then how these people are selling these things knowing that it can kill children? I don't understand. You'll have a conscience, right? Doesn't that prick you at the end of the day? I mean, even if I know that I didn't do anything wrong, but always it will trouble me. I could have done something more, maybe, that kind of thing. And these people don't have any conscience.
It's really sad.
And these few doctors who don't have conscience and do this kind of galata, they're spoiling the name of the entire fraternity.
Ma'am, fighters like you will these people will always be there, but a fighter will come in and completely spoil their plan. So ma'am, kudos to you for everything that you have done. You have made an impact on generations to come, and you have shown everybody that even a single man can change history. A single woman, I'm so sorry, a single woman can change history. A single person can change history.
Yeah, my JIPMER, I am from JIPMER, so they felicitated me on Sunday. My teachers, Professor Srinivasan sir and Padma Shri Professor Nalini ma'am, they came all the way from Puducherry to felicitate me here in Hyderabad. And she brought a cute crown and put for me, and she got a memento made for me. And the JIPMER group, they gave me a symbolic thing, because I'm saying it because of what you said. It's a conch, and they made me, announce. And you know what's engraved on that? Durga Mata killing Rakshas.
Yeah.
So that's what they gifted me.
It's amazing.
Yeah, I felt so nice. And there was this cartoon on Twitter. I don't know if it's called cartoon or pencil drawing. As I said, except pediatrics, I don't know much. So very cute, made by... sorry, I'm not remembering. I'm so sorry if you see this. So he made that very nice. It's going on in WhatsApp groups now. Like a doctor, me, and these liquids, those guys sitting like this, and others, good ORS and all that. One very cute thing. It's very nice. It feels very nice when all these things come and seniors message me and all these things happen. Yeah, now I'm that way relaxed, though exhausted, but and now I'm smiling and laughing and all. If you had seen me 4-5 days back before this 31st October, I was in one crazy state.
I can totally understand. I mean, once that order came in, the first one, and then the second order, which was, saying that the first order is held, or आप नहीं वापस बेच सकते हैं. I think when I also saw it, I was shocked.
Sinking, no? Your heart would have sunk, right? My God.
That you are yourself saying, let 4.5 crore children suffer because this company has 180 crores of product left.
Yes,
I mean, there was no sense there.
yes.
And you are just thinking, what kind of stupid nation are we living in right now? And this is the highest authorities who are doing this thing. Where will the common man go?
That's what.
But ma'am, kudos to you. You stuck on. And actually, I'll say, ma'am, kudos to every doctor who came and became a part of this journey, because I think together, all the doctors, even the common public, made it possible.
Yes, yes. Otherwise, it wouldn't have happened.
Yes. I saw posts from everyone. I was so happy that people are realizing, people are getting together, and the doctor community is coming together and showing that, yes, we are one person. We are with Dr. Sivaranjani.
Yes.
Thank you so much, ma'am. You're a lovely person. Ma'am, keep making changes, keep making waves, and make India better.
Thank you. And keep supporting me.
Absolutely. We and the whole medical community, whole India, supports you in every conquest of yours.
Thank you. Thank
And
you.
thank you so much, guys, for watching today's podcast. I believe together we can create history. We can make India better. Check the labels. Make India better. Make India safer. Thank you so much and all the best.